Hi guys, ho ho ho, it's Jill Blanchett with Green Thumb Stampers. I am here today with our Christmas card video for March. I'm here, but I'm not here because I'm pre-recorded this so that you guys would get your video at 7 p.m. on the 25th like normal, even though I can't be here live because I am in Indiana with my friends at a Stampin' event celebrating 35 years of Stampin' Up. And I had some extra time, got all my swaps done, and I thought that I would create a Christmas card for you guys and just pre-record, put it out there so that I still had my Christmas video. Everything else is kind of off kilter for me for the last week or so, so I thought that, hey, I got time. Let's try and be as consistent as we can. So I'm here. I hope you like this card. Hang on. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to show you this buckle card tonight. It's pretty simple, and I'm going to show you how to do it. We're going to start with, put that over there. We're going to start with a 4 1/4 by 11 piece of paper. Fold it in half at 5 1/2. And then we are going to cut off 2 1/2 inches from the end so that this piece left here is 3 inches. So you can cut it, you could put this at 3 inches and cut it, or you could put it at 2 1/2 and slice it off. Save that for somewhere else. We're not going to use it, but you can use it somewhere else. All right, I'm going to crease this again. We're going to put a layer on the inside, and I have the Penguin Playmates paper that was for celebration 2 winters ago, I believe now. And I just thought that that might be kind of cute on there. So I got that paper out, but obviously you don't have to do this just for Christmas. You can do this fold for any kind of card. This layer is 4 by 5 1/4. Just going to glue that down. And we have a layer for the front here that is 2 3/4 by 4, which I did not cut that short enough. Glue that down. This also had a coordinating stamp set that went with it. The Playful Penguins, maybe it's called. I have it, but I did not need to get it out for this card. I'm just using the Designer Series paper, and then I have a Holly Jolly Wishes stamp set that I got a fun greeting from. So let me put my tape back in the dispenser. All right, there we go. That did not want to cooperate. So we will continue gluing our paper onto the front. Oh, and you want to put some more glue on there so that it sticks down after we cut it. So I'll put some more so that I make sure it sticks down. Just going to go ahead and glue that on the front. And then I have a classic label punch. You can use any kind of punch that'll punch a straight line. Or if you have the cloche dies, they make a perfect cut through there. Or you can just use your trimmer and cut some lines, cut a couple straight lines down and then snip them off. However you need to get this line in there. I'm going to stick it in. I'm not going to stick it all the way in though, because my last one was a little bit further than I wanted it. So I'm going to pull it down just a smidge, and I'm starting at the very edge of my paper with the edge of the punch. So I'm going to go in as far as I can here. And like I said, you could go here, and then I just wanted it a little bit less. So I'm going to, and then, you know, it's going to matter if your paper's straight or not. So all is well that ends well. I'm just going to cut
And then I'm going to move it over and try and line it back up again. That's where if you put it all the way in, it's going to line up each time. This one, since I'm kind of guessing, we're going to go with it. So we cut our opening across the front like this. I have a 2 3/4 by 8-inch folded in half piece of, these are just jade, this green. I figured, not knowing what colors were going out and coming back from the Stampin' Up color revamp that's going to be happening here in a week or so, that oh, not a week or so, this is the 25th that you're watching this, so next week, the 29th, they're going to show us our new colors and the retiring list. So I wasn't sure what was going to be up with the colors, so I said I was going to use my Just Jade. So now I'm putting this on the inside, somewhere, kind of try and center it. And that's where I said I wanted my piece to tuck in a little more. So I made my punch hole down this way some. It might mess up the whole layout that I have going on here, but I just wanted to make sure it was more secure underneath the flap. But that's up to you, because if we lay it down, see, we do have more space. I probably could have left it where it was and just went with that little tiny tuck, but that's good. So then I have 2 basic white pieces. These are 2 5/8 by 3 3/4. And I'm going to stamp down from Holly Jolly Wishes. I'm going to use Jingle All the Way in my Just Jade. And we don't need the foamy on this one, so I'm going to stamp it up a little bit in case I want to write something below. We got a little Jingle All the Way going on there. We're going to glue that down to the inside now. Right here. I have a second one, the same width and length, 2 5/8 by 3 3/4, that I'm going to glue onto the front of this latch. And that's going to tuck under there. And over here, I just used the paper. So I have already fussy cut out the snowman, a penguin, and a fox. And I put some dimensionals on the back of everything. The snowman, I just kind of put it on his lower portion. And I put him in the middle area. You could put another one up here if you wanted to. Then I put penguin on his head. I put a little more on the penguin and the fox. I got his head, I got his little lower body. And I'm going to tuck him right up to the flap. Got the fox. I'm just going to put one big one on the fox. And I put him over here. You don't want it to hang off too far this way, because when you open it, it would fold up. And from there, I have a light gray C1 cool gray marker, Copic marker, that I'm going to kind of just brush along the bottoms to give some shadow to. Go around him a little bit. Come over this side. And then now you can see the shadows from my lights, but when I don't have the light, it will also cast its own little shadow. I made a bow with some ribbon from a retired ribbon combo. I believe it was the one that went with the playful, I can't remember. It had all, it's this pool party and a navy blue satin ribbon in the bunch. And we're going to glue that onto the front with a little bit of dimensional. You don't need very much. I'll show you. I'm just going to tuck it. I like to put, let me see, what side do I want up? I'll put the side up. I'm going to tuck it right like along here next to the bow where the knot is, because the knot sticks up a little bit. So if I put it on the bow part, it will keep the, it won't stick up extra high from the knot. So I got the bow on there. This ribbon is almost kind of scratch padish type of feel. It's very thick. And then I have my frosted sequins. These are kind of old too, but they're little snowflakes, which I could have used. I just thought that you didn't really see them all that well. So I used the sequins over there. Maybe I will use the snowflakes on this one and see what it turns out like. Let's give the snowflakes a try. What can it hurt, right? Let me get some little dots I brought over. And we'll embellish this one up with the snowflakes. So I'm going to pause you while I put these little tiny dots, because I don't have my roll over here. I should have brought my roll of dots. I'm going to put the dots on my snowflakes and stick them around. I'll be right back. All right, I got the dots on the snowflakes, and then we are just going to stick them around in various places. I got 5 of them. See, I'll kind of put them in the same pattern I put the sequins, but there's a different look than the sequins. A different idea, but you could take your pick. And there we have it, our Christmas card for this month, guys.
So there you have it, guys, my Christmas card video for March. I hope that you liked it. You probably have some of that paper. It was a celebration freebie a couple years ago, and I know a lot of us stocked up on it because it was such a cute paper. It coordinated with the penguin. There was a punch and a stamp set that it all coordinated together, so you probably have some. You can give this card a try. Again, it wasn't a lot of stamping. We fussy cut the animals and stuff out, but it doesn't have to be Christmas either. You can do this latch idea on any kind of card, and that's it. I'm gonna go. I gotta finish getting ready for my trip. Thanks for watching, and I will see you again either hopefully on Wednesday if you watch my Wednesday lives, or I'll see you back here next Christmas video. Bye, guys.